is up, my internet friends and family? I'm Charmx, and today I'm going to be reacting to 11 cats you won't believe actually exist. Why is it 11? Like, normally list videos do, you know, 5, 10, 15, but they chose 11, which is a very odd number. Anyway, hopefully this video is pretty awesome. The original link's in the description. Make sure you go subscribe to Keepin' It Carl, that link's there as well. And with that being said, let's begin.
Today we look at 11 cats you won't believe exist.
Number 11.
Poet D.H. Lawrence once famously wrote, "I never saw a
Is that
wild thing feel
amputated?
sorry for itself." That quote fits Lil Bunny Suru, the two-legged cat, to a T. She was born in New Orleans, Louisiana, with her two front legs missing, the result of a congenital abnormality called TRANSVERSE HEMIMELIA. Being rescued and cared for by owner Jackie Aki has most assuredly taken the sting out of being disabled. Hopping to and fro like a bunny rabbit, Rue is now the happiest creature with a tail and whiskers. Despite the obvious, she still functions surprisingly well with fluid mobility. The lone concern is that she could develop back problems as she gets older. For now, she's cultivating her strong social media presence. 50,000 Instagram followers fell in love with her within a month of Jackie opening her account, and she now has about 328,000.
Wow, that's a very cute cat. And although it sucks to be in the position that it is in, at least its owner is taking care of it, and the cat has seemed to adapt to its disability and can now, you know, like, walk around on two legs.
Number 10.
If DC Comics, Harvey Dent, or the Phantom of the Opera owned a cat, it would probably be Venus the Chimera Cat of North Carolina. Or is it Calico Cat? That's what so many cat lovers ask themselves upon spotting Venus on the web. See, Venus's face is orange on the left side with a blue eye and black on the right with a green eye, all possibly due to being the product of two embryos. Venus has not only become a viral phenomenon, but also an internet personality. She Facebook messages her hundreds of thousands of fans with help from her owners, Christina and Chris, and even has her own line of merchandise.
Really?
Trolls have accused them of painting Venus's face, to which Venus vehemently replies, "I'm 100% natural, no makeup at all, not even eyeliner, player." Doctors say it's possible Venus could have completely different DNA on each side of her face and would love to do more research. I just want to pet her.
Okay, that's very cool, but I think it would be even cooler if half of her body was, you know, one color and the other half a different color. That would have been even cooler.
Number 9.
Few animals have caught more attention than the famous Janus cat, Frank and Louie of North Grafton, Massachusetts. Frank and Louie was one cat born with two faces, a condition known as diprosopus. To avoid confusion as to whether he was two cats, his name was often combined as Frank and Louie. Not only did he send ripples through social media with his exotic appearance, Frank and Louie caught the fascination of the Guinness Book of World Records, which named him the longest surviving Janus cat in 2012. That's because diprosopus cats typically don't live past kittenhood. Indeed, Frank and Louie had to be fed through a tube for 3 months, but thrive he did, with his two faces, two mouths, two noses, and 3 sparkling blue eyes, the middle one remaining open while the other 2 blinked. Sadly, Frank and Louie contracted cancer in 2014 and had to be euthanized at 15 years old.
15 years old? 15 years old for... That is crazy. Like, that is old, even for a cat, but for a cat with, you know, the genetic issue it had, that is insanely old. But just for a normal cat, 15 years old is very old.
Number 8.
Pet lovers will tell you they have no problem giving their furry bundles of joy all the tender, loving care they require. Rademenes is a cat who must have had outstanding owners because he takes TLC to the nth degree. As a nurse, Rademenes has been a resident of an animal shelter in Poland ever since his owners brought him in for recurring respiratory illness.
I'm such an idiot. Okay, so I saw, you know, it was that cat and another cat. I think it was another cat, but I saw a tube, and I assumed that this cat was donating blood or something.
Illnesses that were thought to be life-threatening. But not only did Rademenes make a recovery, he's since gone on to comfort and nurse the other sick animals back to health. Pictures and videos of Rademenes cuddling his ailing buddies and gently rubbing their joints have garnered 6- and 7-figure views. Rademenes may be a black cat, but the shelter's staff members are ultra lucky to have him help out.
Number 7.
Monty is a 5-year-old cat born without a bone in his nose that plays and frolics like a kitten. Initially, these were thought to be amusing oddities that made him unique. But it didn't stop there for owners Michael Bjorn and Mikaela Klein. The Danish couple soon discovered that not only does Monty sneeze a lot due to having no nose bone, but that he peed in his sleep, something more common in older cats. Michael and Mikaela believed that this was Monty's quirky way of marking his territory, but that didn't explain why Monty romps more like a kitten than a cat his age. Finally,
How
a
old?
local veterinarian concluded that Monty has a chromosome abnormality that could be compared with Down syndrome in humans. Because little research has been done on chromosomal abnormalities in animals, it's not known for sure. Either way, Monty has become a celebrity on the web, selling his own brand of t-shirts with proceeds going to the animal shelter that kept him.
Why does every unique cat have its own line of merchandise? Like, you got Grumpy Cat, the other cat that is always sticking his tongue out, this cat, and then another one that was on the list.
Number 6.
Polly, the cat of Edmonton, Canada, has almost as many legs as he does lives. He has 6
9?
of them. It's a condition that makes walking a burden. And as if the extra limbs aren't enough, he also has an extra kidney and testicle. Top veterinarian Dr. Tamer Mahmood discovered that the spare parts stem from Polly having had a conjoined twin inside his mom's womb.
I mean, you could probably just get the extra legs removed, right? Because I know they do that with humans who have extra body parts. They could do it with the cat, but I guess it would cost a lot of money to do that.
Surgery was determined to be of the utmost importance, as Polly's condition would likely jeopardize his longevity. Luckily, Polly inspired many cat lovers and the Little Cats Lost Society to come to his aid and donate money for medical costs to the tune of over $3,000. Thankfully, the surgery was a success and Polly is doing well.
Number 5.
Hey!
Hamilton might just be the coolest, slickest cat of all time.
Okay, what happened to the guy's voice? Did it just randomly change people?
His swag would rival that of Hollywood
think it
icon
did.
Jack Nicholson. It's all due to a snazzy birthmark under his nose, shaped like
Oh,
a
the
handlebar
mustache.
mustache that's earned him the name Hamilton, the hipster cat. Adopted from
Does
the
he have his
Silicon
own
Valley
clothing
Humane
line?
Society in 2012 by San Francisco comic Jay Stowe, Hamilton wasted no time taking the internet by its .coms. He has Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook accounts, boasts countless followers, and puts meme creators to work 24/7. He even has a t-shirt deal with popular clothing chain.
What the hell? What the hell? Every single cat at this point has a clothing line.
Urban Outfitters. And yes, Hamilton has a manager. Legend has it he was born on the 4th of July. Whether he was or not, his meow stash is sparkling fireworks all over social media.
Number 4.
While most sleep on beds, floors, cots, and sofas, Rory the cat knocks himself out on the car dashboard. For Rory of Los Angeles, California, no traffic jam can be tied up enough so long as he has that smooth surface over the steering wheel to get some shut-eye on. The inviting images posted all over the web may make the smallest among us want to trade in that Sealy Posturepedic. While owner Kelsey is on the move, Rory has a beachfront-style view of the sky until he starts fading away. At 11 months, Rory already had his own Instagram account, and the views, no pun intended, have ballooned into the tens of millions. Not only does he battle feline...
What do you mean, no pun intended? Was there like a balloon pun? What?
leukemia, he battles cyber worrywarts who think he's in danger lying right next to the windshield. His response, "Don't worry everybody, we play it safe and drive really carefully."
Number 3.
Garfield the cat of Long Island, New York, does 3 chief things. He eats, and eats.
Oh my
and his favorite
goodness.
thing to do in the world has left him so
40
huge that
40 pounds for a cat. What? That is not a cat. That is a dog.
he's been declared the world's fattest cat, topping the scales at 40 pounds. Images of Garfield may have web surfers around the world wondering if the pics were photoshopped. While critics of the so-called 1% may call him the official cat of Wall Street, Garfield's weight is no laughing matter. Since his owner died,
that can't be
Garfield
healthy.
has been placed in a shelter where he's undergone a strict low-calorie diet. Like obese humans, he runs the risk of contracting heart disease, diabetes, joint problems, and all other kinds of ailments associated with being severely overweight. Staff has Garfield playing with toys often, in addition to feeding him properly, hoping that he'll shed 1 or 2 pounds a month. Here's a cat that would give artist Margaret Keane,
Oh my
the artist
goodness.
featured in the movie Big Eyes, unending joy to paint. She's Matilda, the
Can it
alien
see?
cat, world famous for her abnormally gigantic eyes. Surprisingly, when Megan and her husband-to-be adopted Matilda 3 years ago, there was nothing much to distinguish her from any other cat her breed. But after Matilda turned 1, her right pupil widened to nearly the size of a quarter. Soon after, her left eye would do the same thing. And while her siblings' eyes normalized after a while with the same condition called spontaneous lens luxation, Matilda's eyes kept getting bigger and bigger. To add to that, the purring internet sensation also suffers from glaucoma, which causes a loss of vision.
I was gonna say, if you have eyes that big, and that's definitely not natural or normal, you most likely wouldn't be able to see out of it, so that cat is blind.
Thankfully, that has cleared up some, and she feels no pain and is playful as any other domesticated feline princess.
Wait, so can she see?
Number 1.
Meet Bart the zombie cat. Is Bart really a zombie? Possibly. Let's look at the facts. In January of 2015,
let's look at the face.
Some asshole hit Bart with his car on a Tampa, Florida street, then drove off, leaving Bart for dead. When Bart's owner, Ellis Hudson, found Bart lying in a pool of his own blood, he decided to put him in a box and bury him. Thing was, Bart's owner never bothered to check if he was actually dead first. Miraculously, less than a week later, Bart was spotted in a neighbor's yard.
Wait, so the owner buried this cat in a box, I'm assuming underground, and the cat somehow managed to get out?
Weak, dehydrated, and brutally injured.
Is that
as
it?
these horrifying images reveal, but
Oh my
far from dead.
goodness.
Bart was very much alive. At this point, Hudson finally decided to take the poor cat to the vet where he underwent surgery.
It's about
Thanks
time.
to the Humane Society, Bart has made steady improvements since his ordeal. Bart now sports a wired jaw and is missing an eye, but his condition has been upgraded from dead to alive, which is always a good thing. The Humane Society has so far refused to give the cat back to Hudson, claiming Bart shouldn't have been buried in the first place.
I would agree with
The important
that.
thing is that Bart is doing a whole lot better, though he has developed a taste for brains.
Anyway, guys, I hope you liked this video. That last cat, his face is so mangled up, and it's unbelievable that the owner didn't check to see if it was alive, and then buried him in a box. And it's also unbelievable that the cat actually got out of the grave that he was in, so it's a pretty unbelievable story, to say the least. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, possibly share it with a friend. If you're new, make sure you subscribe and join the family today. Make sure you go subscribe to Keeping It Carl. The link's in the description. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Boop!